Welcome. This video will provide comprehensive guidance on how to ace English oral, stimulus-based conversation using real PSLE question for 2022, Day 2. During the preparation time, observe the picture carefully so that you can link back to the stimulus when answering questions. Note the clock showing 3:30 p.m., the whiteboard setting 3 to 5 p.m. for homework, and the child playing a game on a tablet instead of studying. Question 1. Look at the picture. Do you think the child should be playing a game at this time? Why or why not? This question asks for your opinion, so you must take a clear stance. The evidence strongly supports a no answer, because it would be hard to justify the child's game playing given the clear visual clues. Remember to use the 3-layer response structure: observe, interpret, and connect to answer. Let's look at a sample answer. No, I do not think the child should be playing a game at this time. Looking at the picture, I can see that the clock shows 3:30 in the afternoon, and the whiteboard clearly states that 3 to 5 p.m. is set aside for homework. However, instead of sitting at the desk, the child is playing a game on his tablet, with his textbooks left haphazardly on his desk. I feel this is a poor choice for 2 reasons. First, if the child wastes time playing, he may have to rush his homework later, or not complete it at all, which could affect his learning. Second, by ignoring his own schedule, the child is also developing a bad habit of not keeping to his commitments. Having a plan is only useful if you follow it. Personally, I think it is important to finish work before play. When I complete my homework first, I can enjoy my free time without feeling worried or guilty. Now let's review some useful vocabulary and phrases that make your answers sound confident, clear, and well-structured. 1. You must show the examiner you're paying close attention to the stimulus. Use phrases like, looking at the picture, it is clear that, or the clock in the picture shows. 2. Instead of, I think, state your opinion by saying, I strongly feel that. This shows the examiner you have a firm position and are confident. 3. When you have more than one point, use first of all and secondly to make your structure easy to follow. To explain why, say, this is because. 4. The best answers connect to your own experience. Try starting with, from my own experience, to make your response real. Practice these phrases, and you will construct a clear, well-supported, and engaging answer. Question 2. Do you like using electronic devices for your learning? Why or why not? This question is all about you and your personal experience, but you must be careful to cover 2 essential layers. First, you must clearly state your personal preference, whether you like using devices or not. Be honest and speak confidently. Second, notice the phrase for your learning. This is crucial. We are not talking about using devices for general entertainment. Your reasons must specifically focus on how electronic devices help you with your schoolwork and acquire knowledge. You may take any one of the 3 positions, as long as you can argue well for it. 1. You can say, yes, I like it. If you choose this position, focus on specific benefits, like having access to online resources or getting instant feedback. 2. You can say, no, I don't. This is perfectly acceptable. Here you would focus on the difficulties, such as distractions or your preference for traditional methods, like physical textbooks. 3. You can say, it depends. This is a very smart approach because it lets you acknowledge both the benefits and the limitations. Choosing this position shows the examiner that you have maturity and critical thinking. Your ultimate goal is to demonstrate depth of thought. Choose a position you believe in, and then make sure you support it with at least 2 strong, detailed reasons. Sample answer A takes the yes, I like it position. Yes, I do enjoy using electronic devices for learning, and I find them very helpful. One reason is that they give me access to a wide range of learning resources. For example, when I do not understand a concept in maths, I can watch an explanation video online, which helps me understand it better than just reading a textbook. Another reason is that apps and online exercises give me instant feedback, so I know immediately whether my answer is correct and can learn from my mistakes. I think electronic devices, when used responsibly, can make learning much more engaging and effective. Sample answer B takes the no, I don't position. I do not particularly enjoy using electronic devices for learning, even though I understand they can be useful. My main concern is that I find it very easy to get distracted. When I use a tablet for research, I sometimes end up browsing unrelated things, which wastes a lot of time. I also find that I remember things better when I write them down by hand, rather than typing them. For me, reading a physical textbook feels more focused. However, I do think electronic devices can be useful for some tasks, like looking up information quickly. Sample answer C takes the it depends position. I like using electronic devices for learning, but only when they are used in the right way. On the positive side, devices give us access to a wealth of information and learning tools that we would not otherwise have. For instance, I use online platforms to practice English comprehension and to watch educational videos when I find a topic difficult to understand. These tools make learning more interactive and enjoyable. However, I am also aware of the downsides. It can be very tempting to drift from a learning app to a game or social media, just like the child in the picture who ended up playing game instead of doing homework. In my opinion, electronic devices are excellent learning tools, but only if we use them wisely. Now let's look at the fastest way to getting top marks: elevating your vocabulary. In the left column, you see basic words. These are the words we use every day: good, bad, learn. While they are correct, they will not help you stand out. Learn the stronger alternatives on the right. These words demonstrate a deeper understanding of the language. Instead of saying devices are simply good or helpful, use words like beneficial, effective, or productive. When discussing the risks, swap bad or distracting for more sophisticated terms, like counterproductive or detrimental. Don't just say you learn things. Show depth by saying you acquire knowledge or deepen your understanding. Finally, always upgrade your opinion openers. Instead of I think, use phrases like in my view, from my perspective, or I strongly believe. By using rich and precise vocabulary, you signal to the examiner that you are a skillful and confident communicator, which is crucial for securing a top score. Question 3. What should students be careful about when they use electronic devices? Notice how the conversation has flowed. We started with the picture, then moved to your own personal preference, and now we are being asked to think about students in general. The examiner wants to see if you can step back and think broadly, not just about yourself, but about what students, as a group, ought to be mindful of. Note this question has 3 key parts. What should students? This word, should, makes your answer advisory. You are giving advice to others, so you must think about what is important for everyone. Be careful about. This is asking for the risks, the dangers, or the bad habits that can develop when they use electronic devices. Make sure you stay on topic and discuss issues specifically related to devices. To score high on this question, you need to show structured thinking, use strong vocabulary, and speak with a mature, measured tone. There are numerous points you can make for what students should be careful about when they use electronic devices. Your strategy is to select 2 to 3 of these points and develop each one with detail. Let's look at 4 of those options. Screen time and health. This is a top-of-mind and strong topic. You should advise students to be mindful of the time they spend on devices, because excessive screen time can cause eye strain, disrupt sleep, and affect their ability to concentrate in class. Distractions and loss of focus. You can link this back to the picture we saw at the start, reminding the examiner that a student who intends to study may easily switch to playing games. Emphasize that they need self-discipline to avoid off-task behavior. Reliability of online information. This demonstrates high-level critical thinking. You should caution students that not everything online is accurate, and they must learn to check if a source is credible. Use the word misinformation to show maturity. Online safety and privacy. This shows you are aware of real-world dangers. Advise students to be cautious about sharing personal information online and to be aware of issues like cyberbullying. By choosing 2 or 3 of these themes and developing them with the useful vocabulary listed here, you will demonstrate a structured, mature, and articulate response. Now let's look at a sample answer. I think there are several important things students should be careful about when using electronic devices. First, they need to be mindful of how much time they spend on their devices. Spending too much time on a screen can cause eye strain and affect sleep, which in turn makes it harder to concentrate in school the next day. Students should set time limits for themselves and take regular breaks. Second, students must be disciplined about staying on task. It is very easy to start off with a learning app and end up watching entertainment videos or playing games instead. This is exactly what we see in the picture. The child had a clear plan to do homework, but chose to play a game instead. Good self-discipline is essential. Finally, I think students should be careful about the information they come across online. Not everything on the internet is accurate, and students should learn to check whether a source is reliable before using it in their work. This is an important skill that will serve them well beyond primary school. In summary, electronic devices are powerful tools, but students need to use them wisely and responsibly to truly benefit from them. Let's wrap up question 3 by giving your vocabulary one more powerful upgrade. We must move beyond the basic words. Instead of bad for eyes, say that excessive screen time causes eye strain or affects visual health. When discussing distractions, swap waste time for more precise phrase. Engage in off-task activities or warn that the time spent will be counterproductive. Instead of wrong information, use the correct term misinformation or refer to unreliable sources. Replace be careful with exercise caution, be vigilant, or be mindful. By consistently choosing these stronger, more precise alternatives, you demonstrate that you are a skillful communicator who understands the nuances of the topic. Lastly, remember to run through this mental checklist during the exam itself to ensure you cover all the criteria that lead to a top score. The first 3 points: clear position, 2 reasons with explanations, and specific personal example are the fundamentals. Your argument must be clear, well-supported, and authentic. The next 2 points, depth and linking back, show that you can think critically about the topic and refer back to the picture when it's relevant. The last 4 points are all about your delivery. Speaking well with strong vocabulary shows you are a skillful communicator, and maintaining eye contact shows you are confident. By mentally ticking off these 9 points, you ensure your performance is well-structured, detailed, mature, and engaging, maximizing your chances for success. Thanks for watching. Head over to SmartPathSG.com to play our free PSLE practice game, or join our community for more tips and resources. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos every week.